Hello, tribe. How are you? Happy Friday. For those of you who are in a 9 to 5, happy Friday. For those of us in the entrepreneur field, it kind of feels the same as Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday. Just Sunday feels different to me. I think you guys know what I'm saying, right? Does Friday feel the same to you? Okay, so the topic for today is, I really think this is going to help you. This is going to be really fast. It's going to be a quick one, but I think it's one that will really, really support you. So basically, it's understanding the concept of what we're anticipating happening, right? If you're brand new to my tribe, please say hello to me. Let me know that you're new here so I can welcome you, come find you and stalk you and see your face and learn your name. If you're my friend, then be my friend. Hello. Say hi to me. I love you guys. Okay, so here's the deal. This is a friggin' sneaky little bugger. That was the only thing I could think of, like this sneaky little bugger. I watch it taking people down left and right. It really does kick people's ass, okay? And I want to know if you've heard this before, because this wasn't like one of those things that I needed to hear 27 times before I really learned it. Cause like, oh, I've heard this before. Yeah, but is it like part of our life? Do you react and respond out of that knowing, or is it something you just heard in your head? Like, has it been integrated into the way that you behave and your responses to things in life, or it's just something that you know? Does that make sense? So this one is about, okay, I'll share a moment with you to help you understand the concept. I really think you guys are gonna love this. Okay, so there's a moment when I was deciding to leave the university and leave neuroscience and start my own business. Everybody thought I was friggin' nuts. I lost so much like kudos from people by doing that, right? But what happened in that moment, hi Gina, hi Liz, hi girl, long time, hugs. There was a moment right then where this particular thing that I'm about to go over right now literally changed my entire life forever. And everybody on the planet has the same thing happen to them. And if you've never paid attention to this thing, you could miss a massive opportunity. So I just want to say it super bluntly today so that everyone has a chance to do that, right? Has a chance to see it for what it is and then make your decision. It's fine. Make any decision that you want to, but we want to see it with eyes wide open, see the stuff that we don't see. And here's the concept. Back then, I was thinking about, well, what happens though if I don't graduate and get this graduate degree? What happens if I don't actually follow through with college? All of this money I spent, like $100,000, 10 years worth of college, and I don't even have a friggin' degree, and I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go into my business. Like, the temptation is to think of all of the things that could go wrong. I could never be able to pay this back. I could, lose credibility with people forever. I could regret this really badly. I could not be able to be the support system that I wanted to be for for my kids, blah, 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 right? As a mother. So it's very tempting for people when a situation comes up and we have a decision to make, like let's say you feel called into the Brave Live or to come to the live event or hop in my Diamond Mastermind, whatever, any other event in your life, right? And like, there's the moment where you're like, oh, but what if I don't follow through with the 365 days of lives? What if I don't have the payment on the 3rd month? What if I don't follow through? What if I say something stupid? What if I come off like the salesy person in my lives every single day? What if? And so we focus on our current circumstance and what could be worse. There's not a better way for you to play small than that right there. And I had never heard this when I started hearing it and I started learning this. Hi, Morgan. I had never, well, why wouldn't you think about that? It's like, yeah, well, what could go wrong? And I want to understand the worst case scenario and yada, yada. And we've heard before, like, yeah, but focus on what could go right. Yeah, and that resonated with me somewhat, but that wasn't it for me. This was it. This was the massive transformation for me. Sorry, the cleaners are vacuuming. Hopefully that's not loud. The massive transformation for me was, what could I possibly be missing out on that is in my unlimited potential future, right? The past is not evidence of what's available for me moving forward. The second I decide to shift, I shift, right? Transformation happens in a single moment, right? So are we thinking about what we could potentially be giving up by not stepping into something? Like, yeah, it could feel painful, or I could fail, I could be judged, but in the moment when I decided to leave university and I decided to start my coaching business, or in the moment right now where I decided to do 365 days Facebook Live, even though I'm like, wow, I'm leading this group, like I'm calling myself to this too, like, oh, it's going to be super failure if I fail, right? So in the moments when we call ourselves to something more, something big, all the times when I've invested 30K or whatever I'm investing in my business, the key for me is to think about the moment I left university. I could have never dreamed up that this would be the thing that happened. That in the next year, I would have a global company that made almost $500,000 my first year in. Not on any planet in that moment, because obviously in that moment, if I was like, yeah, maybe I'll go global and make 500K my first year, like maybe that will happen. If any part of me had had any inkling that that could have possibly happened, I wouldn't have hesitated to leave. But the scary thing is we don't ever think about that. Hello, back to you. We don't ever stop and think about like, okay, I'm seeing my current circumstances, I'm really seeing them clearly, and I'm seeing what could go wrong. But what about what you're giving up? The possibility of what you're giving up in a literal unlimited future. You have no idea if 3 years from now you're going to be impacting millions of people, making multi-millions of dollars, and have 3 companies running underneath you. Who says that that's not in your 3-year plan? Your future is completely, literally, utterly unlimited. Why not you? Other people do it. If one of us can, all of us can. So literally, why not you? And can we just stop and think about whatever that thing is that we're committing to? Going to the gym, eating well, investing in a mentor, hopping in my Brave Live programs and doing 365 days of sorry, had a phone call. Whatever the thing is, can we just stop? My call to action today is to just stop and just consider in an unlimited future that has unbridled potential for you. Literally unlimited. Meaning there's no human being on the planet who has any clue what you're capable of doing and what's possible for you and what may be coming in your future when you continue to show up and you stay the track and the path in your dream life. And for 1 second, can we allow ourselves to feel the fear and feel the if we actually let go of that and just keep focusing on our current circumstances and what could go wrong based on our current circumstances and how small that is compared to an unlimited potential of your future, of the greatest love you've ever had, of your kids having the most unbelievable experience of life, of being able to take care of the people that you love, of being able to travel the world and meet incredible people, of being able to lead people, support people, transform lives, create healing, leave a legacy, connect with incredibly powerful people who you can support and connect to other people. I mean, it's literally unlimited. Unlimited. That is so big. Our brain is like, can't even really picture it, but that's what it is. And how big that is compared to the smallness of our current circumstance and what could go wrong on our current circumstance. What I might lose based on my current circumstance. I mean, when you see it for what it really is, it's really not too hard to make a decision to back yourself. But strangely enough, nobody talks about that. Yeah, love that 3-year plan. Like, it could be in the next year. Mine happened in 1 year. Who knows? You have no idea. It's completely unlimited to you, right? And here's the thing. What I'm suggesting is that when you lock into this, when you lock into the possibility of the massive breakthrough that's going to happen in your unlimited future, that will cause you to show up in a completely different way and cause completely different results. And those results will inspire you to take even more completely different action, which will create even more completely different results, and on that cycle goes. Versus, I'm gonna look at my current circumstances, I'm gonna scare the crap out of myself, I'm gonna picture everything that could go wrong and I could lose even the little bit that I have, I'm gonna freak myself out and I'm gonna hold myself back. Oh, I mean, you can if you want to. That's available for you. So true. Thanks, Liz. It's available for you if that's what you really want. There's no rules. There's no saying you have to do one or the other. That's not. But I'm just calling you to the awareness of what you may be giving up by not stepping into your unlimited potential, not saying yes to the thing right now. Never in the history of ever, in my entire experience doing this, have I ever taken a step that turned into something really incredible that I was like, yes, I feel completely ready for this step. I never felt ready for any step. I still never feel ready for any step that I'm ever doing. There's always about 50% of me that's trying to pull me into, this is the time you're going to fuck it all up, Mandy. This is the time you screw it up. This is the time it all falls apart. This is when you're going to be that person who falls off the map. Like, you did so good for a couple years and then you were gone. It calls and pulls at me. Like, don't take away what I created. Like, I'm going to screw this all up. Of course, I'm human. It calls at me. I just like to like a little devil on your shoulder, just like, and then I think about the unlimited potential of my future and how small and insignificant this feels to this unlimited potential. Like, I'm gonna bank on being the human being who changed millions of lives. Maybe I'll get it done, maybe I won't, but I'm not going to take any chance of giving that up in case I was going to be the one who was able to do that. And I'm going to die trying to get there because I don't know which moment I'm going to break through to be able to impact another thousands and thousands of lives. I could have never guessed at this point that I'm impacting tens of thousands of lives. I couldn't have daydreamed that before. I couldn't even picture going on a plane and flying somewhere to another country. I couldn't picture any of those things. I couldn't even picture owning my own beautiful home, let alone impacting tens of thousands of people. So yes, I'm wide open to impacting hundreds of thousands and millions, and maybe it'll happen next year, maybe it'll be in 27 years, I don't know, but that's what I'm afraid of giving up. I'm not afraid of some pain in my current circumstance, I'm locking into where I'm going. Does that make sense? And what we do is we get a vision on where we're going together, and we do this together. So that's the call of action today. Like, can you feel a potential, an unlimited potential, an unlimited future that nobody knows? Nobody. You don't have to listen to dad or grandpa or mom or, the people at church or your neighbor, your brother, your sister. Nobody else's opinion matters because nobody has any clue what you're capable of and what your potential is and where you may end up. Nobody. But if you decide to lock into that, that is your way of scaling into it. When you lock into it, when you decide it, when you keep coming back to that place over and over and you sense that expansion and you sense that possibility for you in your future, you will show up as a different human being. And that's what will create the results. Does that make sense? And it's so easy to allow ourselves to go into that space rather than just the little crappy devil. That's it. I promised I would keep this one short. That's the call to action today. Let me know what about this resonates with you if you've heard this before. This one changed my entire freaking life. And when I look back, and you can look back in your own life and be like, imagine if I had, just like how a decision can change the whole entire eternity of your life. Imagine if I had never met that guy. Imagine if I hadn't decided to go in the Marine Corps. Imagine if I, never left university and never started this business. Imagine if I never gave myself permission to help people make money because I had been on welfare before. Imagine, like all those times that I was brave enough to just step forward. I had no idea how much amazing stuff was coming. And yet here it is. Imagine if I never told him I loved him. We wouldn't even be married today. We wouldn't have these 3 kids, whatever it is, right? Let yourself start going there and spending time there. Oh, thank you. Team is dropping a link for the Brave Lives. Okay, so that's the call for action today. If anybody's wondering, the options and opportunities you have right now is the Brave Live Challenge, 365 days of Facebook Lives. We have officially kicked off the first trainings. Everything's available for you there. The doors close Monday night. Literally together, we're doing Facebook Lives. I'm teaching you everything you need to know on how I scaled from nothing to that 400K year, that very first year, using Facebook Lives, the equipment, everything you need to know, how to sell your offers, how to put an offer together, all those kind of things I'm going to teach you guys as we go through this for an entire year. And also you're going to have the rest of the people in the group supporting you and blowing up your feed every single day. So your algorithms are going to increase. All the other people that you haven't been reaching are going to start to see your stuff. And by the end of this, we're going to be massive experts. The other option is the Breakthrough Live event, November 22nd and 23rd in Sarasota, Florida. If you would like, I think there's 6 of us going currently right now. If you would like information on that, just PM me. I would love to have you. I love seeing my people in person. And the intention of that is we're literally going to take anything that you're stuck on or haven't been able to break through, or behavior that you haven't been able to get yourself to stop, and we're going to literally crush it. We're going to... This 1-800 number keeps calling me. It's making me mad. Powerful. Thank you. You're so welcome, Gina. Girl, I love you. And I love the green and purple hearts lately. I might start using green and purple hearts. And then the Diamond Mastermind, I do have spots available. So if you're looking for one-on-ones with me, I do have the Diamond Mastermind spots available for you as well. So any of those interest you, simply reach out to me. Yep, my team dropped the information below. That is it for today. I love you guys very much. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Thanks, Liz. I love you guys. Have a fantastic Friday. I will see you mañana. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye, guys.